Hey, I'm John, and I'm going to show you how to repair your Yakima bars cheap instead of buying new ones if the plastic has cracked on the outside like mine have. So, flip this around, and these are the condition of my bars currently. And so the hard plastic outer shell is cracking. Checked in with Yakima, see if they would replace them. And I needed to show a receipt, which I could not find. So I was kind of out of luck. They said they'd give me a discount, but I'm a high school teacher and a dad with kids that like to go mountain biking and surfing, and I don't have extra money to spend on new bars. So I searched the internet and found someone using some, what's it called? Shrink wrap, heat shrink tubing. I don't know if you guys can read that. I'll leave a link. I don't get any money for this stuff, so I got it off of Amazon. I'll look to see how much it was. But anyways, 1 1/4 inch heat shrink tubing, 2-to-1 shrinkable tube cable sleeve. Tested out in a little section. Seemed to work, so I just cut everything off, sliced it with a razor blade. And we've got the bare tube here, so we'll show you a little bit of the process, but we'll keep it short and sweet so you can hopefully fix your bars and save a little bit of money.
Get into that next week on the show. But this week, just going to kind of hang out and play some of our highlights of this past year and give you a little tease for what's coming in 2024. Another highlight this year is some of the great bands of all time have been on the road. I'll do Power Trip in just a second, but the Cure shows... Now, Robert Smith is eternally Robert Smith, playing by his own rules. Let's get a couple of classics and talk about some of the greats of return on Apple Music.
And let's make sure we're keeping any comments clean as far as the procedure for putting this on. This is a family channel, I guess, or something. All right, so now we're just gonna heat this thing up. It's good to have a glove so you don't burn your hands. It does get a little toasty, but I'm just gonna use a regular old heat gun and have at it. All right. So you can see that's pretty good and snug. Yeah, I might heat it up just a little bit more, and I'll end up showing you the finished product. But if you're anything like me, you don't want to watch me for the next, 15 minutes shrink wrapping this thing. So I'll come back to you when it's done. We'll see how it looks. All right, so I found that if you go about 4 or 5 inches at a time, work your way around the tube and work your way down, it works best. And then kind of use that gloved hand to kind of, I don't know, get rid of some of those creases, and sometimes you get a little bit of a twist in there. So I'll show you this as well. You can kind of see the fit after I cut the end off. And so it's good and snug, just like the original. again, just a little more rubbery and flexible coating, but that might be a good thing, who knows. All right, so here is the first finished tube. Pretty happy with it. I think it's going to do what it needs to do, protect it from the elements. The shrink wrap is a little bit, I don't know, I guess you'd maybe call it rubbery-er than this stuff. This is a little more brittle plastic. This is, you know, more rubber. So it's got a little more texture, grip to it. I'm not sure how it will compare holding up. I think maybe it could kind of nick and catch on things, but I'm not real sure. But it's covered up, and I'm not putting things, I usually have pads on it for the surfboards, and then I've got bike racks attached to it, so there isn't a whole lot of moving back and forth. So overall I think it'll be just fine for my needs. If you're dragging stuff like kayaks on and off of it, I do kayak, and yeah, so that might be an issue, you know, when you got sand on the bottom of your kayak and you're dragging it on and off, throwing it up on top of the rack there. That could potentially be an issue, but this will get me going for now. We'll see how it goes. Okay, here we have the finished product. This front one is the one that I just wrapped and put on, and here is the back one that's been on for about a month or so, and that's my garbage can in the background. So anyways, like I said, seems to be holding up well. Looks a lot better. Gonna protect the bars, and yeah, hopefully save you guys some money. So hope this helps.